Boom. Oh, we're in the basement over here. We are in the basement of our grocery store fortress over here. Now, I have done some work on this off camera, as B-dubs would call it. We're making some cobblestone right now. You are nano prepping. I am not nano prepping today. I am overtime working today, so I need to shut my brain off for a bit before I can turn it back on. So no nano prep for me today, but I'm like, oh, I'm so gung-ho for nano this year. Like, I really, really can't wait. So we are currently in the middle of creating Fortress du Grocery Store. Oh. So we're going to punch some holes in the wall here of Moe's grocery store. We got to take the channels out this way, and we've got to take them back through the structure over in the other direction too. We got to take them back through here as well. That's why I've knocked these out of here. But all these traps I put in here that the zombies never broke in here and hid, I'm going to have to destroy now. Such as it is. We are going to make an absolute just totally indestructible fortress. Or it won't be indestructible, but it will be fantastic. Vacate as of 4:30, so I'm in a similar de-stress and attempt to at least set bare bones outlines. That is amazing, Deb Kinney. That is amazing. I've got a lot of outline work to do ahead of Nano this year. So this year's Nano is going to be the second half of the novel I wrote for last year's Nano. Like, I just know that that's what it's going to need. So I'm super excited to dive into the second half. I finished like kind of the bridge chapter over the summer, and I am so freaking excited to jump back into it and get more writing done in that world. I'm really excited. I can't wait. I really can't wait. You could do it if you really wanted, Mom. Could too. Oh man, am I gonna have to rip this out of here too? I might have to rip this out of here too. Oh well, if we gotta rip that out of there too, we gotta rip that out of there too. Let's get these traps ripped out of here. Now we've got Blood Moon coming on day 35. You know why, Deb Kinney? Because I'm gonna check it. We're gonna check in every single day. We're gonna text every single day, and we're gonna check in, and we're gonna keep each other accountable to make good progress on Nano this year. Hello? I think that was the music like freaking me out for a second. Yeah, like this year I'm gonna have like I'm just so ready for this year. Like I'm so ready for this year. Like I started so last year before I redid the first. So basically last year I kind of rebuilt the second draft pretty much from the ground up. And then I wrote, God, in October, I probably wrote 75,000 words just on the outline, re-outlining not just that story, but like the entire series or parts of the entire series. A lot of it was creation of a backstory for the entire world, like filling in the fictional world history of the world. That way, when I reference people, places, and things, like I can just have people refer to things or have people talk about things or talk about events that maybe aren't necessarily pertinent to the story, but I want the world to feel lived in. Like I really like I spent like the last year and a half like really fleshing out the fictional story of the world, like that's in the far past from when this story is actually set. But I feel like that's like having a firm grasp on the world that you're writing in, if you're not writing in the real world, that is. It's so important to make sure that you have like that firm grasp and that firm like understanding of it. So that's what I'm really focused on. That's what I'm really focused on this year is continuing to flesh that out like over October, and then really finalizing the outline for the second half and just going absolutely ham on it. It is Fruit Punch Starburst that I made vodka with. And there's a little bit of Liquor 43 in there, which I had never had before but wanted to try it. Makes a really, really good mixer for like a lot of fruity cocktails. And then I ran out of lemons, so I had to make Meyer. I had to use Meyer lemon juice, which is probably not the best thing about it. Meyer lemon's a bit like, it's not quite as sour as a lemon or quite as acidic, but it's got like a little bit more of an orangey kind of thing going on to it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Because I'm gonna have to rip that out of there too. Evenge. This is what our final things are gonna look like here eventually. We're gonna have our little electric tripwire underneath here. There's our electric posts underneath here. And the zombies are going right in here and zapped on all these things. There's going to be metal traps in here. We're going to build some... Actually, we could do that probably right now as a matter of... Why don't we put it right here? But we need a different shape for this. We're going to build... I think wedge 60 sounds good. And we want advanced rotation. I want... Well, that's kind of what I want on the other side, like over there. Yeah. And then I want over here. Aha. And then I want advanced rotation on this. Up and up. So I want that to be... We're going to have turrets on top of that that are going to be firing down at the zombies. And I think what we're also going to do is we're going to add another one of those out here. So I want to copy shape and copy the rotate. I think we can put this a block in and still be okay. Copy the rotate. And we want to shape and rotation. Bam. Bam. So yeah, so that's what our turrets are going to sit on top of. And they are going to be obviously firing out at the zombies as they approach the structure. And I'm going to be just in here inside of the kill box, as I like to call it, which is going to be the original first floor of the grocery store. Just, you know, as you do. This will be really, really nice. Let's actually cinch these up. We've literally got 2 days to finish this structure, so I don't know that we're going to get much chance to do much of anything else over the next 2 days, but I kind of would also like to. And I also, what I need to do is I need to build a connecting wall of some kind that comes over to here. Some way, somehow. Go like over this way. Over this way. Yeah, so I want basically to have... I'm going to just do sideways ramps like the whole way around, and we're going to basically close this thing in so it just looks like a giant octagon when it's done. And then we're going to flatten off. Like, inside, we'll do the inside later, but the thing is I can't have 4 corridors for the zombies to run down, but then have this wide open, because if they just go straight this way, they'll beat their way through the wall, and then they won't be able to get to me. Or they'll be able to get to me, like, no problem. So we got to make sure we're smart here and do this smart. Essentially. I need advanced rotation. Okay. And I think I want to do... No! Dang it! I was there. I had it. It was perfect. Okay. There we go. Yes, like that. This is going to be a rough build to finish in that short of a time. There we go. That doesn't work out the way that I wanted it to. It's all right. This whole central section is gonna have to be replaced with concrete eventually, anyway. But not now. Not like right at the mo. Actually, I think what we should do is we should just copy shape and we should just do square right there to close that in. And as a matter of fact, these all need to be squares on the inside because I can't butt a block up against them. There we go. Yeah, I can't butt a block up against these unless we make them squares. Speaking of drinks, Evan made an amazing thing this weekend. Blueberry cinnamon tea steeped in American honey whiskey and mixed with spice apple cider. You sent me a gallon of that, right? Like it'll just be on its way here? I'm just going to have like a gallon of it just all to myself. Sounds really, really good. This built up here. There's so much left to do in this project. Like I really am kind of torn about like time frame wise. Can I get this actually done? Can I actually finish this? This part needs to be the double walls on the other side. This part needs to be the double walls on the other side because this is where the wall's going to start getting vertical. Let's put this side in for now. And this is just going to be completely filled in. I mean, we may honestly, if it depends on how Moe's does on day 35. If Moe's really holds up well on day 35, we may just close the entire thing, like literally fill it with solid concrete the whole way through. So the zombies don't even think about it. Literally the whole time. They're just like, well, of course we're not going to go that way. Right. Oop. And then, yeah, copy shape. Yep, there we go. And then we do ooh, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, like that. Basically, like that. Oh, you know what I need to do? I gotta go home, though. I gotta go home because I need to get iron bars, or I need to start cooking iron bars in my forge. Because I need iron bars. I'm going to replace the outer rim of this thing with iron bars. I mean, as much as I would love that, I'd probably die if I tried to drink a whole gallon of it. Although I guess the self-control part's up to me, isn't it? Doesn't seem as fun, though, does it? What do we got in here? Nothing. You know what I need to do too? I need to bust out the auger. Screamers be damned. We need to get the auger running here and get some freaking stuff happening here. But yeah, I need to go in here. This one here. This has got my iron rocking and rolling in it. I need iron bars, just like this. I don't want them centered in the block either. I want them on the top side of the block. So I need these here. And I can only make 19 so far. Come on. Can we please get some freaking iron in this thing? How much iron do I... Not a lot either. Ooh, man. This is going to be rough, yo. This is going to be rough, getting enough stuff to go with that. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough sledding, man. Okay, well, we're back here now, so we may as well while we're here. Yep. More cement. Thank you. Yep, more cement, please. We got 82 minutes left in that. Holy Moses. And there we go. Let's make some concrete while we're here. I have a lot of stuff all of a sudden. Yep, so 1448. And there we go. Self-control and alcohol. I'm not familiar with it. Right? I mean, I didn't want to be the only one that was like, well. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, I suppose, I don't know. We can't make that many though. That's rough sledding, yo. I'm gonna need way more. Okay, now I can all of a sudden make 21. Okay, so they're not that expensive. I probably was just here and forgot about it because I don't remember the last time I was actually here in the game. It couldn't have been too soon ago. There's only one bottle of water in there. I don't even think our crops are regrown yet. Uh-oh. Hello there. Where you guys going? Oh, you're still walking. Hey, stop breaking my traps over there, guy. I didn't put those there so you could be a turd and break them all. That can't be all of them. Hordes are bigger than that. Where's the rest? Hello? I was going to say, did they already escape out the back? No, they're not back there either. I don't know. I would have thought there would have been more. I definitely would have thought there would have been more. You know what else we're going to need a lot more of is a lot more of these building blocks. So let's get more of those in the belly. All right, back we go. Wow, I really should not run into things with this. Just FYI, it's not a good idea. It does handle, like, ridiculously poorly, though. So it's not entirely my fault. I just want to make that known. So, all right, let's focus tonight, for now, on the framing of the building. Let's get the building set up first, and then we'll worry about upgrading it. We've got a lot of digging left to do. We've got a lot of block placing left to do before this thing is going to be fully ready for the hordes. And I mean, this, like I said, is just kind of conceptually like what one of these things needs to look like. And we've still got 3 more chambers to build, plus the blocks that got to go around the other side here. So, all right, I think what we also need to do is we need to focus on what the back side of this thing is going to look like. It's going to be 3 wide because this one's going to be 3 wide. Oh. Cheers to y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Wags Country Barbecue Potato Chips. What's going on with my stamina here? Probably about time to eat some food and get some drink in the belly. Thing is pretty much unrecognizable as Moe's grocery store anymore, with the exception of these couple of like advertisement signs that are in here. I kind of wish I hadn't torn Moe's grocery off the roof now, like the sign that was up there when like the POI was first spawned. And now there goes that one. I didn't want to lose all those. No. There's a bug in here because I have my windows open, and it must have snuck through the screen. Also, I have really, really bright studio lights. I believe these blocks are going to stay here because I think what we're going to do conceptually here. Let me entertain you with this notion here. What we're going to do. Actually, no, I can't. These do have to go. These do have to go. Let's get them all out of here. I'm trying to save these last few iron traps out here because I don't want to have to keep replacing more of them. It's way too many as it is. The real question is can I finish this POI in time? I'm really worried about having enough time to finish this thing, y'all. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some pillar 0.5s here. Just like so. Just like so. Just like so. We're going to build ourselves a little cage in here that the zombies are going to have to try, you know, they got to try to get up through to here. They can't get through this to get to me. Vultures can get through there, unfortunately, which is annoying, and I think dogs can too. But the zombies can't. The zombies cannot get through there, which is important. I kind of wish I hadn't upgraded this whole building to concrete, knowing I was going to do this. Well, I guess I didn't know I was going to do this specifically. Nevertheless, I wish I had not upgraded this building to full concrete, because now it's just annoying that I got to chip all these out of here. Actually, what am I doing? I should be using the auger. Tell you what, we won't worry about the auger right now. We'll bust it out during the daytime. Let's see how much work we get done tonight. Oh, my goodness. I'm so proud of myself. So I've caught up on all, and I mean literally all of my VODs and stuff. Everything is done right now. All of my backups, all of my streams are uploaded to my YouTube channel. They're all scheduled to replay. Phasmo stream from this past Saturday went up today. And I just got up today. I just finished my episode 5 of Skizzlecraft. I'm really, really proud of it. I think it turned out really good. I think it turned out funny-ish. I'm actually kind of proud of it, so hopefully you'll tune in and check that out. That's going to be Thursday. That one's going to be dropping Thursday at 6 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. So make sure you tune into that one when it drops. It's kind of old now compared to all the other stuff. Yesterday at Skizzlecraft, we built a tree, which I'm super, super proud of. Come on. Chip away. Boom. There we go. So again, this is going to be our kill box, just like this. Zom's got to get to me and the kill box. And ain't gonna, because I'm going to be sitting here like the whole time with my AK and my sniper rifle. Boom, 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 shooting out the thing. These are going to be all upgraded with steel as well. We're going to make sure we steel upgrade those. And we got to do some more diggy here. All right, that's it. Actually, let's, come on. Be smart, Nick. Come on, stop with the silliness here. Augie, Augie, come to daddy. Let's fill you up. Oof. All these out of here. There we go. You know, again, we're going to concrete upgrade that as well. We're also going to have to rip you out of here. Okay, that's a whole tank of gas we already used. I think it's got to be a little faster at least, right? Maybe. This isn't really all that slow by any means either, though. I mean, this is a level 5 steel pickaxe. I've got max in minor 49er and whatnot, so I'm doing like max block damage at this point. I also finished my second episode of 7 Days to Die as well, which covers me taking on the restaurant Zagat. Or Zelect, not Zagat, Zelect. I did a couple POI raids in that video. I'm loving producing content in this again. Like, I mean, I love streaming this, and it's going to primarily still stick to streaming mostly. But I really do love producing content in this as well. This breaks my heart. This is a lot of stuff to waste. A lot of wood. I mean, we'll reclaim some of it, obviously, chopping this out of here, but we got to get this stuff out of here. I'm also going to have to remove this row here. How susceptible is this thing to an auger? I'd have to get the chainsaw to really see how well something would do. It is not, Mom. You stop it. I was on Skizzlecraft earlier this evening when I had a little downtime from work. I decided to make 2 more farmers for my barn because I just wanted more ability to trade away and get emeralds. When you're tired, yeah, everything's tough when you're tired, Mom. Then get some rest and stop playing Skizzlecraft. And there's our stamina gone again. Stop, Nick, with the concrete hitting. So I gotta measure this too and figure out exactly what the distance is gonna be for this here. So the front one here, and I'm sorry, I gotta remove these now. The front one here is what? I gotta measure this out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spaces after the block wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I still gotta open up the back wall. What can you do? Gotten a choice. Gotta open up the back wall too. Please do. I'm also I know you and I talked at length about the project that I want to start in the next. Well, I wanted to have it premiere by fall of this year. That sadly is never going to happen. But once I get part 2 of this book done, then I'm going to draft it. I'm going to do a 3rd draft. And then the 3rd draft I'm going to send out to some beta readers. And I would love for you to be one of them. Because once the 3rd draft is done, I'm going to start work on that project. I just sadly have not put enough of my time and energy into writing lately to be able to get it off the ground before winter at the earliest. And I mean, that's dependent on how well Nano goes. That's dependent on like a lot of other factors. That's dependent on if my work hasn't killed me. But yeah, I'm really, really excited to get that project off the ground. I mean, once that project starts, like Nano alone is going to take like enough out of me as it is. But once I start this project, like literally everything else I do, I'm going to basically just I'm just going to table it all. Like literally. Like I want to dedicate myself so much to getting this project off the ground. Nothing else is as important to me as getting it written. Like, seriously. I'm going to have to take... Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to take this whole freaking wall out of here, but we're just gonna take out the bottom blocks like this. We're just gonna take the bottom blocks out of this here. I mean, I'll still do some things like here and there. Like I'll still be playing on, you know, Skizzlecraft, but I probably won't produce any more videos. Any produced content is going to go out the window. That's more so what I mean by anything else is produced content. Because I'm going to sink myself like... It's like Ron Swanson says, don't half-ass two things. Whole-ass one thing. So I'm going to whole-ass getting this project off the ground. You more than anyone else, I know that is very true, Debkitty. Yes, I absolutely know that. Yeah, I want to definitely, like, 100%... like throw myself into it. So once the nano draft is done, the nano draft is 2. The nano draft is round 2. I do write Maple. There's a little bit of lore I wrote. So I wrote like a little like folk song kind of thing that fits into the fictional history of my world, and it's on the bookshelf that's on my floating island. But yeah, like the nano draft will be 2. The original draft of this I wrote like nano 2018, maybe 2018 sounds about right. Not 100% sure of exactly when it was, but it was a while ago. And then once the second draft is done, then I'm going to give it a thorough read through and a thorough edit for a third draft. I love editing. It's my favorite part of any creative process. I absolutely love it. Why is this still floating here? What are you attached to? Oh, it's attached up. It's attached to that thing up there, that block. I forgot. I still got to tear that out and put iron bars in too. So I got to tear this out, and then the rest of it should fall down. Because it's just attached to that block there. Even though it's not literally attached. Like you can see, it's not actually attached to it, but... there we go. Anyway, we'll have to clear out some of the... no! Stop, Nick. Don't step in them. I am just a big, bright, beautiful genius, I promise you. Okay, so let's focus on getting the rest of these things out of here. Should I? Man, part of me really wants to go get that chainsaw, yo. I didn't know there was a server library. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. That's not a fault of the server or anything. That's my imperceptiveness about server things that are going on as a whole. Like, I didn't realize anything about like the camper thing that happened last Friday until... was it you in my chat talking about it, Maple? I think it was. I honestly, God, I don't spend enough time in the Skizzlecraft Discord to know like what's going on. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm doing my best to write as much as I can between crazy work, game, and fight travel schedules. I need to learn a lot of write in the car. Ooh, that's rough sledding, Deb. That's rough sledding. I'm taking 1 day a week off of work in November just to write since I have PTO. I mean, I would too. Like that. I mean, I can't, but I would if I had PTO to burn. That's like an amazing idea, just so that way you can make sure that you get ahead. And then you can have those days when you really don't feel it. I'm pretty sure, logically speaking, I've got everything else worked out about the story for the first book. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Uh-oh, Mom. So we gotta get the rest of those out of there. This is gonna be tricky because I think what we're gonna do for now to save time. I think what we're gonna do to save time is We're going to take these out of here. This is where our wall is going to be, but there are parts of this that are just going to end up staying wall and not be the half block that we need to be able to see the electrical post. Oh God, I've got to dig underneath this though to add the electrical post in here. Oh God, this is going to be a mess. This is going to take forever. Whose idea was this? Maybe we just pretend they won't ever attack from the east, right? Maybe that's just our gig. So this is where the wall is going to go. This right here is where the electrical posts need to go. God, I wonder if the chainsaw would go through this faster. I'm really actually kind of curious about it now. It's already 1 a.m. and I'm still sitting here ripping out traps. Menace, you and your logic? How dare you? Yeah, so this right here, this were you though? Were you? This is where our electrical posts need to get installed, is right here. This is going to be the toughest one to put in because we got to dig out so many concrete blocks to fit this in here. Never, Menace. Maybe you thought about doing it once, like one time, and that's it. Like, never for real, though. Never. Man. Thing chews up too much gas too fast. I don't think these things can hold each other up. I think if I take blocks out underneath them, I think they'll just fall. I could be wrong about that, though. I am almost certainly wrong about that. Dang it. So yeah, this is where... Now, the concrete blocks that are to the left of me can stay where they are. I don't need to rip those out, thankfully. It's like I'm drinking zombie blood. Yeah, this will be our trench that has our things in it. And then, how many blocks did I count this out as? Let's see here. Hang on a second. So, this is where our wall is going to be. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, this is the edge of the platform. So, I don't actually need to dig that block out of there. I was just checking that. Okay. This wall can stay right where it is. Hello, Randy. Welcome. Very pointy. Copy shape. And yet we got to put a bunch of this in here. I'm going to have to tear this shelf that's out over here, too. Well, I'm building a fortress so that way I can annihilate with great fervor the zombie hordes as they approach during the next Horde night. How are you, my friend? How's it going? That was so much fun playing Among Us. So we did Among Us We did our normal Saturday Phasmo thing, but then we did Among Us with like a whole bunch of other people from Skizzlecraft. So much fun. I have missed that game so much. I have missed like just the susness and the accusations and all of the amazing fun stuff. It's, oh god, this is such a good game. You know what sucked though is like I was an imposter when we had enough players to do 2 people for I was imposter like every round, and I really like playing imposter. I was never imposter solo. Literally never got it, like ever. Redhead Hemi got it like every time and was a freaking ninja every time. Yeah. Can we leave that shelf there? No, I don't believe we can. This has got to come out of here. That's the way it goes sometimes, Mom, unfortunately. Oh no, I'm gonna have to rip that stupid block out of there. I'm gonna have to rip that block out of there too. That's like a half ramp. Because that's where our I see the outside. It's okay. It's okay. I think the wall goes higher than this anyway, so I think that's okay. I think. This is the toughest one to build because this corridor goes right through where the old building was, and I already upgraded all this to concrete. And this is agony to rip concrete blocks out in this game. Absolute agony. I'm not gonna lie, like I enjoyed the absolute hell out of it. We got to do it again. Like we really, really do. Like I probably wasn't like as talky as people would have expected. Like going toward like the end of the day. Like I don't know. Like I get to a point where like I'm still having fun playing the game and like I still want to play the game and stuff. But like I get to a point where like socially, like I just like kind of get like. Yeah, especially like because there was a lot of people on that I'm really like not familiar with playing with, so like I get like super quiet like in those kind of scenarios. Like if I'm on with like a bunch of people that I'm really not as familiar with, like I get like super quiet. So I do apologize for that if like that seemed weird to anybody else. Like I mean I know like we're all Skizzlecrafters and stuff like that, but like I haven't interacted with like a lot of people like a lot yet, so yeah, I mean that is true. Man, why is you know what it is? You know what it is? It's because nobody could hear or understand anything that Redhead Hemi said. Because I don't know what was up with his mic situation, but it was not good, y'all. But it was like you couldn't even throw sus on Hemi because you couldn't hear anything that he was saying literally at all. What do you remember, Mom? This is nice. We're knocking our way out to the outside world here. Sorry, Mr. Eagle. We got to rebuild a wall here. So we're going to have double thick concrete walls here because that's the old exterior wall of the structure right there. That actually can stay there, which is kind of nice. I don't have to rip something else out of here. Up. More up. Up. Yeah, I was right. It needs one more block, just like so. Oh, that is perfection. This one's got to go, though. It was a grocery store. But not like a grocery store. Like it was like a small, like mom and pop, like quaint small town grocery store. So the markup on everything was probably insane. You know, pre-zombie apocalypse, it was probably like, you know, $20 for a bushel of bananas or, you know, whatever. Maybe not a bushel. A bushel's not the measure I'm thinking it is here. Odin, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am in agony. I'm ripping out concrete blocks at the grocery store here, building our fortress. Fortress de la Horde, as it were. I'm gonna rip these out of here and we're gonna square this whole thing off like the whole way through, and then we've got iron bars that are coming. Flock of bananas, perfect. Ride with it. Ride it. Ride it hard. Don't you be afraid to ride her hard. Okay, so yeah, the old structure was a grocery store. We flattened off the roof and we've been using just the grocery store as our Horde Night base for the last few tries, but Horde Nights are going to get way more intense really, really quick. So we got to upgrade this thing into the mother of all fortresses. Inevitably. And just absolutely destroy. Arrested Development, nobody? Maple, no? Arrested Development? I think I have been worried about many things on stream with Leaf. Offending her has never been one of them. What am I doing here? What am I doing? Let's go down here and let's pull those out of there because we got to do that anyway. This whole wall is going to have to get upgraded. This is where our electrical tripwire traps are going to go in here. And then we have to remove this here. Took down part of a hill mountain thing at my base, did a few rooms in what was going to be a house turn, bed and breakfast, bit of pathing. That's enough for tired brain. Mom, I love and appreciate you. But if you're tired, please get some rest as well. I love having you in the chat. I love having you watching, but you know, you can also rest and take some mom time. Take some mom and dad time, as it were. You and old Fuzzy. So I'm not applying for base tours. I'll be a Hondy P. I don't care if Skiz ever sees my base. I joined his community, and like I joined Skizzlecraft because I wanted to be part of a great community, which he has, and I wanted to support Skiz, which it does. Whether Skiz ever actually sees it, like I joined the server like with the idea that he probably never would, and I don't like if he does, great. If he ever like randomly like on one of the server tours like happens by it, like great, that's awesome, cool, but it doesn't I joined the server to support him, and that's really the most important thing that I wanted to do is support him. I don't need Skiz to come by my base and love up on my base. Maple, we're all Skizzlecraft community members. We're all Skiz fans. Questionable phrasing is like our mantra. That's like packing the innuendo in wherever we can. Packing it in, leave it, is kind of our bread and butter, right? It's our bread and butter. Deb Kinney, yes, please do text me. Please do text me. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, let's stay more in touch over the next month and kind of keep in touch with each other about our nano prep cycles and how everything is going for our nano prep and everything. And good luck as you continue to do your nano prep as well. Uh-oh, we're hungry, and I do not have any food. We need to go back to the base and grab some food. That's what I think. Like, I mean, like, just being part of the server. Like, I mean, like, hell, like playing Among Us with everybody and like playing Phasmo like we do every Saturday, and like just hanging out with the different people that I've met now on Skizzlecraft is everything. Like, that's amazing to me. Like, that's why I signed up. Like that, and like I said, I wanted to support Skiz because I love Skiz, and like I don't. You know, I mean, Skiz is a busy dude, you know, like, I mean, he's going to do the server tour. He's going to come around and, like, maybe if he sees it, like, great, like I said, but, like, I'm probably never going to put in for a base tour. Like, I'm not really that worried about it. You know, that's not why I signed up for Skizzlecraft. I didn't sign up for Skizzlecraft to, oh my god, I want Skizz to see my build. You know, like, literally the last thing I'm concerned about, honestly. Big thing to pack in. Are you sure we can fit it in? Menace, with enough determination, you can fit anything in. I need a face palm emote just for when I'm in the chat of a Skizzian. Yes, that's true. 100% facts. My base was pretty cool till I get poshed off of it by some. Yeah, well. Mischief with a capital M, that one is. This is not going to be a double thick concrete wall on the outside of this. See, I just crave validation. Doesn't matter who I get it from. Oh, Menace. And now we got to do it with the other side, too. Is this just the outside of this wall? I think it might actually be. This wall can stay here, though. We just need to take out the bottom row of blocks. The actual exterior wall of the structure right there can stay there because that's where we're going to have half blocks on the bottom side of it where our little things are going to be peeking out. I mean, listen. Number one, we're playing a game with graphic content and all that kind of stuff. I mean, there's literally a woman in here walking around with like half a nip hanging out in her little zombie negligee and everything. And plus, it's my stream. We can say whatever we want in here within reason. This fence bugs me like that. I gotta rip that part of it out of there too. That's gotta go. All these traps. I can't believe I put all these traps in here. If I could go back and tell Nick on day 28 to get all this nonsense out of here, I really, really would. Hello, nerdy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I will be shoving this castle into every applicable Discord once it's done. I need the dopamine hit of praise. My review of it is just gonna be, boy, that is a castle. Menace, you sure did castle all up over this thing here. I know you're gonna do amazing on it. Like the blueprint you're following is amazing. I know you're gonna crush it. Don't you dare even worry about it. Don't you dare even get concerned about it. I know you're gonna absolutely annihilate it. So full stop right where you are. Exactly. Why do you hate me specifically? This is a deliberate attack on my personage. I really hope the backside of this structure does not collapse when I do this. If it does, prepare to see Nick get mad. I'm not sure what you missed when you were coming, Mom. Maple what? I don't think I needed to tear that corner block out of there. It has more than Minecraft physics. Everything will fall if it gets too far away from like its central like point of gravity. Oh, that's a tree over there. Yeah, everything will fall if it gets far enough away from like its central point of gravity. So, all right. So I got to count this out again. This is where our normal, this is where our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this could have stayed a whole block. I'm an idiot. Bam. All right. So now we do a little bit of this section, and we pick this thing, and we do it like this. And we rotate. No. There we go. Yeah, baby. No, Nick. And then same thing over here, because we're going to have our electric tripwires over there, and they're going to be in there, and they're going to be beautiful and amazing and good. Actually, let's go grab those and get them laid out in there. It's 5 minutes to morning, people. 5 minutes to morning. I'm going to leave that and go fill my water, says Mom. Wake up and reinforce deep slate, which is more. That'd be rough. 4, and then, yeah, over here. Right, yep, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, I haven't put these in the other side yet, so I gotta fix that yet, too. But I don't want to fill anything else in. That we need to. Behold my concrete windows. Which we are Hyundai P leaving right where they are. No, on top of it. There we go. Why? Why? Why, game? Why you gotta do me like that, game? All these gotta come out of here. What a pain in my freaking... Because, yeah, because game. Now, chat. I'm going to ask you a very loaded question. Do I want... Like I said, this is very loaded. Do I want another Starburst Martini? So I made some Starburst vodka. We have one vote for yes. One. And that was when I started streaming over an hour ago. So I'm definitely ready for another one is the takeaway. Okay. So here's what we do first. We do this, and we do this, and we do this. See the Wheaties Discord for your B&B. Oh, it's daytime now. Ooh, Trader's reset today. I gotta go visit J-Law when she opens up and see what she's got for me. Is digging not this easy? Oh, for the thunderstorm. Oh. Oh, I found a friend. Come here, friend. Hello? These things creep me the hell out, yo. Hey. Hey, dummy. Ain't she pretty? Oh, the tongue waggling still. Ugh. If you make too much noise or if you generate too much heat, you'll summon a screamer. Which is what that was. But she died already, hitting my traps. Okay, back to work, Nick. Stop messing about here. All right, now we need another hole. Yeah. All right, let me finish. I'm gonna put this trench in, and then we're gonna go make ourselves another Starburst Martini. So yeah, I got some Starbursts. I got Fave Red's Starburst. Unequivocally the best Starburst. Fight me. And I separated them by flavors and then decided to steep them in Tito's vodka because I'm a grown-up and I can do what I want. So here be our trench. This is where we're gonna put our electrical traps on this side. Then we're gonna grab our wire tool and wire them up. We gotta go home and get some food though, as well. And now we can focus on putting our wall in here. I'm gonna have to tear that whole thing out of there. Man alive, there are men alive in here. And this will just go like so. Up, I said, thank you. All the way up to the top. All the way up to the top. We're gonna run out of building blocks when we go all the way to the top. This is some spoopy music too. What did you miss? I mean, what didn't you miss, Randy? What didn't you miss? All of it, man. She did. Big fangs, teeth. Not a pretty, not a vision. Not a vision. That one. I really got to get home and get some food and some drink in me because it's gonna start getting real bad on the old stamina and health if I don't get some food in me, like post haste here. Why did I not bring more food? Why am I this person that I am that is dumb? I'm gonna flatten this whole thing all the way across because wherever I'm standing up on top, I want iron bars. Iron bars surrounding the perimeter. We gotta build more iron bars when we get back to base 2. We need like 100 more of these, easy. Probably upgrade this. No! Nip! Wrong tool. I meant to do that. That was totally intentional. You guys believe me, right? You guys believe me, right? And me talking about spooky storms on the way. I mean, let us know how many you need. We'll get them for you. Like, seriously, like, yeah, like, whatever your wheat needs, we will service them. Actually, this won't go here. Because this is going to be open corridor down there. I got to rip this whole freaking nonsense out of here. Come on. No. Home first. Drink, food. Yum, yum, tasty. We need drink, food, yum, yum, tasty. And J-Law is going to be open by the time we leave, and then we're going to go visit J-Law. Day 34. So Horde night is tomorrow night in game. This base is no freaking where near ready. Dude, Nick, dude, with the hitting of the thief. That Jeep is just, that Jeep corners like a freaking dumpster, man. Not with that attitude. Is our crops grown yet? Crops are regrown. Yes, good. We're probably... Should I harvest them now? I really don't wanna. Double the dew collectors, always good. Okay. Food and water. Did I not make... I swear I thought I made more. Oh, did I not? I swear to God, I thought I made more. I think that was in a VOD I was editing. I don't think it was in the game itself. Now I'm getting confused between the VOD and real life. Okay. All right. All right. We need more of the filtered water, so we'll get that processing right quick. Let's slap a couple of these in the belly real quick just to get some food in there. Yeah, there we go. And we'll wait for the rest of that stuff to finish before we move on. Iron bars, how we doing? Holy freaking Moses. No iron left either, and I got no time to go get more. I'm feeling the Horde Night pinch, like, already, yo. And it ain't even Horde Night yet, but I'm already, like, feeling the Horde Night pinch. I need way more freaking iron bars. 75? Probably. Give me that concrete. More cement, please. Thank you. Okay, so we have what? We can make 730. All right. And 730. Give me that. And there we go. Yeah, we're going to get an airdrop today, too. That's going to be glorious. Nick, take care of your coal. I think that's where that was. I needed to build more steel, too, and I'm not going to be able to now. Oh, God. This is just turning into be a freaking disaster, man. I do have plenty more gas, at least. We ain't got gas to worry about. All right, I need... I'm not thirsty anymore. We're still really hungry, though. Pretty close, anyway. Top it off with the mineral water. I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff over here. You got to be confident with not dying in 7 days to die. Yes. My wheat field is more than big enough for a bunch of hay bales. Let's put it this way. The 12-second doorbell for Shadow took 87 iron blocks. Oh, my goodness gracious. I've never played Rust. I have never played Rust, so I cannot speak to that. Somebody was watching, was talking about ramen. I think I need ramen for dinner. Ooh. Like homemade ramen? Are you going to whip up some like homemade ramen? Because I'd be down for that action. Can I have some? I want homemade ramen, no. Oh, that's the music. I thought I heard a zombie or something. I very desperately need one more of these to get done so I can have it and then be done with it. I should take more iron bars. Well, I should take the few iron bars I have now. Oh my God, we're out of fuel in here. Oh boy. Keep going. You're gonna run out of fuel. Why is this one so full still? I thought I was keeping these even keeled. Never mind, I'm an idiot. Never mind. Nick Smart is not. No, we know we need at least one more of those filtered waters. Those things are so good. So good. Crops we're not going to worry about for the mow, but we are going to go visit J-Law because she opened again. And we're going to take our motorcycle because that's got all of our cash money on it. And we can sell those armor pieces too because we don't need them anymore. Oh, Ms. Lawrence, what have you got for sale today? What have you got for sale today? What have you got for sale today? I'm coming in to visit. Close the door, Nick, you heathen. I have a 10-year-old in bed with you, confuzzled, slept on the couch in anticipation of the storms. Aw, well that sucks.
So...
Hopefully it's a storm that's over pretty quickly. What have you got for sale today? And then I'll tell you what I'm buying. You've got nothing good in terms of magazines. I should have stopped by here yesterday and picked up all the rest of her ammo. And I didn't. Wah. I'm going to buy these machine gun parts because I still need more of those. I don't have a lot of them. Also, yeah, you can take those military armor parts, please. We do not need them. She does have a bunch of ammo. We'll buy that when it's Horde night. We don't need to worry about it right now. She does have more turrets as well. I think we are going to need more turrets from her, but we'll see. Otherwise...
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Come again.
Goodbye. Good to see Botox survive the apocalypse, right? Feet in your back all night. I mean, that sounds like a 10-year-old sleeping, Mom. All right, back to the Horde Night base. Noon, we'll have to venture out and go get our airdrop, because that's going to be coming. Copy shape. Copy the rotation. We need to get electrical traps in this section here, too. And we need to get all these wired in. I'm going to grab my wire tool. Proper rotation's important. We're literally in like a race to finish this thing before Horde Night, and I don't know how feasible that is. I literally do not know how feasible that is. Can I? Uh-oh. Well, that's unexpected. Okay. Okay. Can these window coverings? I think they can, yeah, because it let me put blocks on the other side of them. Okay, we didn't take damage. We're good. We're smart. We're brave. Above all, we're definitely brave. Let's get the rest of these, and then I really do have to go make that martini because I really want it. Let's get the rest of these things wired in here. So we're going to take a little bit of... actually, we'll start from over... Can I grab that? Oh, I can. How good is that? Get that there. Get that there. Get that there. This way I could still reach these to repair them. Zombies gonna trip over this during Horde Night and they're gonna damage their dumb faces. There's gonna be iron traps in here too that they're gonna be tripping on. You haven't heard any of like the zombie squishy screamy noises though. Those I could do very much without. Very, 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 very much without. All right, so we're gonna add in some more. We need relays. This I still find to be the weirdest thing. They changed this in the game. This wasn't like this in Alpha 19.5. Last time I really put a lot of time and energy into this world, or a lot of time and energy into this game. Wires are invisible when you're not holding the wire tool. They didn't used to be. It used to literally look like wire spaghetti going every freaking where in your base. It was utterly ridiculous. But now apparently that's no longer the case. Wait, which one did I leave? I think it's that one. I think it starts with that one, right? Yep, it does. It starts with that one. So we want this one here that's in the corner. Yeah. I don't know if I needed that other relay that I put over in the other corner. There we go. So now we've got our power running into it. All of our tripwires are now activated, or at least they will be once I turn the generator on. But obviously, we're not going to do that until Horde night. Now, all this can get closed in. Blockages. And then we fill this, we fill in the, oh no, are you serious? These are like half blocks for the roof. Shenanigans. Vile, disgusting, horrific shenanigans. Tell you what, we're leaving them because ain't no zombie getting in that half block up there. I got more important things to finish before this is going to be complete, so we gonna get this rock and rolling in there. That bunny, I mean, my God, I love watching Alpha Craft, that's what it is. I love watching her do Alpha Craft. It's so funny. If we have time before Horde night, we're going to get that ripped out of there. Like, we'll close these off and we'll make those whole blocks, but like for right now, we don't need to. The only thing we're going to have to do, fix that, besides fix that, I should say, is we're going to have to fix up. We're going to have to fix up. Well, first of all, this thing here can get filled in. There we go. This was the hardest one to build, though, because this was obviously like literally going through the entire old structure here in order to fit this in here. My concern is there stuff that's like, damn it, what is happening? I've got to put turrets in here. I've got to put turrets in here, so this covering, like over the middle of the building, this all has to go. This stuff all has to go. All right, bust it back out here. Let's go. Fill her up. See if we can make another screamer mad. If you can do one thing, make them scream. Yeah, all these coverings, all these blocks that are over top of this have got to go. I really wonder if this is actually faster than my steel pick. I don't think it is. Do you... Wait, whoa. All right, time out, Randy. Are you saying that you don't use your auger to, like, hold it above your head and drill into, like, concrete above your head? Because, I refuse to listen to these falsehoods, sir. Nope. Will not listen. No. No. Angry ocean noises. Well, you see, OSHA got eaten up by the zombies in the apocalypse, so I am not at their whims for safety and you know, safety concerns and things like that. We can make as much danger as we want to. I mean, hell, I made a sniper rifle out of duct tape. Like, what do you want from me? That's just how good I am at being thrifty. It's true. I mean, man, it's true. It is true. So yeah, all this has to come out of here. We got to put iron bars over the front entrances of like these areas here. Like, oh, this is two separate freaking blocks that got to come out of here. There are construction worker zombies and military guys that, and bikers actually too, that all have helmets on. Their heads are stronger as a result. Not to me, because when they come stepping up to this, you know, old Sledgy McGee here caves in some skulls, and we don't have to worry about these kind of nonsense. But you know, I mean, obviously anything else, you know. We're gonna leave that the middle row there, and we're just gonna let it drop and tear it out. Guys, martini. Okay, for real, this row of blocks, and then we do it. I'm laying right next to the charger for the phone, but didn't plug it in. Mom! Come on now. You're better than this. I know you're better than this, Mom. Well, then what are you worried about plugging it in for in the first place? Mom, are you doing okay? Is everything okay with you right now, Mom? Are you doing okay? Oh my goodness. Yeah, these last few blocks we're gonna rip out of here, and then sadness in a glass. We need more. Oh, thank you all you beautiful faces for being here. Next stream will be question mark, no idea. Whenever the spirit moves me, as it were. Hoping to get back to Friday food streams soon. I really miss doing the food streams on Fridays. I really love doing the Friday food streams, but I need a better microphone setup. Like, I just really hate the microphones that I have. They are not good at all. So until I get that situation sorted out, Friday food streams are going to be offline, unfortunately. But I really do miss doing them. See, I'm going to have to chip this central section out of here too. I really wanted to leave the working stiff clock there. I can't collect this, can I? No. I really wanted to leave the working stiff clock there for, like, you know, the zombies to attack. And it's like, well, it's 10:44 at night. You're screwed. But I can't. Amogus? What am I doing tomorrow night? What am I doing tomorrow night? Maybe I'll be able to Amogus. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll have to see if I can Amogus or not. I'm not sure. Good. Yes, you can get damaged by falling debris, in case anyone was wondering why I just literally pooped my pants just a little bit. Little poop came out, a little bit of poop came out. And we, I ran for my life. Makes it way easier than chopping the blocks out of here by myself, though. That's what I'm going to say about all that action there. All right. So this pathway is done pretty much, except for, I mean, we got to do the exterior wall over here yet. We got to upgrade this, and we've got to shore up some stuff on the roof. And like, we've got to take out all these trim blocks because we're going to replace all this with iron bars going all the way around. This way, the problem with this is I can't stand on top of this and aim down at zombies below it trying to break their way into the building. Yes, Mom is correct. We need alcohol. And then I can blame it on the alcohol. I just thought of that just now. That's not an actual song. I just thought of that. That's mine. TM. Yeah, we're gonna just leave these little gaps here because these are half blocks up there. I don't care enough about it to fix it. You're out there somewhere, Beer Baron, and I'll find you. No, you won't. Yes, I will. Whoa. Oh, God. Randy, type exclamation 8-ball in the chat. This'll please you then. Just the number 8 and ball all together, yeah. This place Moe's you were at, is this some kind of bar? It's a pornography store. I was buying pornography. Swish. I don't know what the cooldown is on it. I can't remember how many I put in there, but I just added like a ton of Simpsons quotes to the 8-ball. I don't remember what the cooldown is, but like just periodically you just hit exclamation 8-ball. Apparently it's not that, but it's not that much. This is another wall completed, y'all. This means we've got 2 death core. Well, pretty much. Hang on. We got one more element to add. We're going to finish the last element. Like, I'm in a power drive here. You have selected power drive. May I suggest feather touch? Mom, buy me Bone Storm or go to hell. Oh, there we go. Wait, I did second block. I did first block in, right? I would be the same if I went to if I had any. I mean, there may be some here I'm just not aware of, but I would Hun DP be the same. I would not be allowed in. I would not. Uh-oh. Aha. And I think it was a 3 gap, and then yeah, we do another one like so, and then we copy the rotation like so, and then we do another one there. Now I'm gonna have to rip that 1/2 block out though, because now it's gonna look janky AF. Okay, copy shape. Haha. Bam, and that's gonna be our cross braces. That's where our turrets are gonna be sitting on top of. And there's 4 blocks really between here and there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's right. That one's longer, at least. That one's longer. That one's longer. Yeah. Let's actually move this. Nah, well, nah, we don't need to. It's fine. Structural brace in place. Snaring an animal alive that can outrun a Greek Scotsman. Make way for Willie. I have had it. I have had it with this school. The lower test scores. Class after class of ugly, ugly children. All right. We need a martini, folks. Now I want to see what I get. I don't know what the cooldown is on it. Crap. There's a clog in the torso. Shoot. Leroy, get your ass in gear. Shut your hole. So spooky, spooky, scary chat. Welcome. Welcome back, everybody. Hello, all you beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. So this one's Strawberry Starburst. So good. Make all of the martinis. All of y'all get to work making y'all the martinis. All right. We have 2 hours and change until the airdrop comes. Let us get our next segment wired in here. Oh, wait, that's already done. We don't need to put more posts in there. The posts are already in there. Let's do you over to here and you over to here. We've got some shoring up to do on the other side. The most important thing is getting this grid in place, getting the walls in place. God, this is going to be down to the freaking wire, yo. Aww. You know what I wish I had? Is just a bar, like, fully stocked, though I could make just, like, anything I wanted. You gotta have the wallet for that, though, which I do not. Oh, nope, no wire off of that. And then, this is our first one, right? Yep, so we gotta go downstairs and grab our lead wire for that, which is gonna be this guy. Yep. And we're going to go over here like so. And we're going to go over here like so. And we're going to go bam, just like that. And now we are fed in. And that one is all connected as well. Bam. All right. We need more building blocks. Please and thank you. We need them to be squares. Please and thank you. I did not intend to do that. I do not know why the game insisted upon it. Yeah, let's get this one built up here as well. This is all done over here now. Like this one, this side, like I already dug most of this side out here, so this is much easier. This is going to be, like, this is make or break for a Horde night, because either A, the zombies are going to do exactly as I want them to, and they're going to funnel down my beautiful, beautiful corridors of death and murdificate themselves all upon my my structures here, or they're going to be giant turds and try to dig through elsewhere, and the Horde Knight is going to be a complete bust, and we're going to get smoked inside out. That's why we're going to have the kill chambers where I am clearly visible through them, though, so hopefully they see me and they pathfind to me instead of, you know, the alternative universe where they suck and are jerks and are sucky jerks. Let's get way more of these building blocks in place. Man, but automod, even but you're not going to let through? Oof. Man. Automod's working overtime to keep us safe, folks. Good night, Mom. Hopefully the storm's not too bad. Zombies will learn parkour. And I mean, stranger things have happened. Stranger things. Uh-oh. Need concrete windows. Perfect. Nailed it. Okay, get this done across here like this. Just like so. Boom, boom. No. And we can close the top of this one up too here. This is going to be, I mean, so I built a base like this. I built a base like this in my Alpha 19.5. Good night, Randy. Get them cement panes installed. Exactly. Thank you so much for stopping by. Really, really appreciate you. It's going to be such an interesting test, because I did that base in Alpha 19.5 where they funneled right down the corridors perfectly. They did exactly what I wanted them to, and it was a legitimate, like, slaughter. Like, I just absolutely freaking annihilated them. Like, it wasn't even close. So I'm really, really hoping that that's going to repeat itself when we do this here. But we shall see. I'm proud of myself. I made 2 villager babies and cured them, and you know, got them put in so that way I can have their brains removed from them. So I'm very, very proud of myself, actually. I actually accomplished something that I really actually wanted to accomplish in Skizzlecraft, which for me is a rarity. Happy skizzing and happy crafting. I really don't want to remove... I want to leave certain little tiny elements of the store here. I put it in the mod chat in the Discord if you do. They're the 4 farmers in my barn. And see, I need to fix this site over here. Oh, this is just... This is jank looking. I think that's the original lower part of that one block. I think that's why that looks like that. We got to tear this out of here too. I mean, it's no rush. I'm not worried about it. I got to be careful about that span there. I got to make sure I get a block right in there. This will be 3 out of 4 corridors done. This is feasible to get this done before Horde Night. I'm just so worried that I won't. I'm so worried that I won't get it done. This just anchored to the other wall, so it shouldn't... Okay, good. Man, I would have been mad if that would have fallen. Super mad. Okay, that one didn't either. Good. And I don't think I should have to dig out a ton more concrete now, because the other side, there's traps there that I got to dig out, but there's not concrete. Oh, I do got to remove that fence bit there too, and I want to remove that little bit there too. So much cleanup work left to do here. This is going to be redonkulous. That means the next 7 days to die stream will be the 35th day Horde. Super excited to do another freaking Horde Night. I love Horde Nights in this game because I love building the big fortress and seeing if they can punch their way through. Like, it's just so exciting to me. Like, putting in all the work and then just seeing if the zombies have what it takes to undo it, I guess, as it were. Almost about to gain another level. When's the last time I assessed skill points? I don't know. Still got plenty of cobblestone, still got plenty of wood, still got plenty of concrete. So we're good as far as all of that goes. One more hour till the airdrop comes, and we're gonna have to take a little break-see and go grab our airdrop. This has got 2 blocks off the edge, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. All this has to come out of here. Although, wait a minute. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I'm extending the wall of this out around this to create a perimeter. I don't need to freaking take the interior walls of this thing out. What am I doing? I do not need to tear those walls out. That was dumb on my part. At least I didn't tear the whole walls out and then realize it in just like one piece. The interior walls are meaningless. It's the exterior wall that matters. Because we're going to do this all the way around. Ooh, we got 3 skill points to spend. We'll have to figure out where to assess those before Horde Night as well. Bam, 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 bam. We're gonna run out of wood first by the looks of it. Eventually, I really honestly believe I will eventually, if this Horde Night base survives day 35, I really believe I will fill that in these entire gaps here with solid concrete. I'll just literally fill it with concrete blocks. Maybe not like the whole way, but like at least like a couple blocks deep. It'll be time to go grab that airdrop momentarily. Pretty sure I've wired everything in correctly, so we shouldn't have any issues in the night. Hopefully. I was gonna guess that's the original reason I came over here, was to copy these shapes right here in their rotations, because we're gonna put them right on the other side, right up here. So I want one right here, and then 1, 2, 3, and then another one here. I really kind of want to leave that awning there with the open sign on it, just because I really kind of do. Just because it's like the whole, it was a grocery store, you guys know. I probably will take that out of there eventually, though, because I probably will. To be 100%, I just probably will. All right, so copy shape, copy rotations. Already copied, that's fine. Two, and then this is, of course, where we're going to mount our turrets. Copy shape. Yeah, let's do some of this action here. What the heck is this shape? Oh, it's the... Ooh, yeah. No, we want shape. We want simple squares. Yep. The rest of this area will be filled with traps. For now, just in case, for whatever reason, the zombies do break in, we want to make sure we have some traps here to say hello to them when they enter the courtyard. I don't think they will. They'll be able to see me. Like, they'll be able to pathfind directly to me. At least they think they'll be able to. So we should not have an issue. Airdrop's coming in just a couple moments. We'll take a break and go get that in just a second here. And we're gonna have to go home and get more wood and stuff anyway. Airdrops out that way. Hopefully something really good. Last airdrop kind of sucked, if I recall. And yeah, that's basically what we're going to leave the walls looking like. For the first Horde night, we'll fill up more traps down there just so we have some traps up in the area, and then we'll be done and dustified. Yeah. Okay, before we do any other work here, let's grab our bike, which is right down there. And let's go grab... We just got one more section to do, I think. Let's go grab our airdrop out here. We got room for it, right? Yeah, we should. We definitely should. Please let it be something worth having. Level 6 sniper rifle with like a lot of armor piercing and high powered ammo maybe would be great. That'd be perfect, actually. I'm glad this thing didn't like drop in some really stupid weird place too. Though they could get a little better at dialing it in where I'm gonna be, yeah? Uh-oh, ooh. Some inconsiderate jerk left a big hole there. Hey, okay. All right, airdrops are starting to get a little sus now. That is garbage. Legitimately straight garbage. You have to be kidding me that that's what I found in that. A freaking, like, baseball hat mod and a level 1 nail gun? I can build a level 5 nail gun. Hiya. That's kind of ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie. That is not fun. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I cleared this whole area out, so we should be able to drive right through here. Now we can. Good, good, good. No need for a quarantine point anymore, I guess. Once we get onto the street with this passing gas here, we'll turn to the right. And then we'll be right back at our Horde Night base. This way. There it is. Whew, man. I did not mean to do that. Copy shape, copy rotation. Put that back, please. Oops. Now, we've already got flat concrete blocks here, so I'm not 100p worried about that. But what we want to do is we want to mimic the same style going over there from here to the other area over there. There we go. And then... we're gonna have to dig out from here forward, though. Actually, we gotta upgrade that block because that's not concrete. Yeah, we're gonna have to tear these traps out of here the rest of the way through. We'll leave the rest of the traps that are like on either side of it. And yeah, now we... ow! Not cool. Let's have us a little meat stew. Better have some more water. We're going to run out of freaking water again. Jeez. There we go. Just like that. Continue on, continue on, continue on, continue on. Perfecto. Oh, this stupid thing over here again. You are legit killing me, yo. Nick is killing me because he's the one who added the freaking thing there. One more. Up, up, up we go. And we're gonna have to clear. Yeah, this whole thing's gonna have to come out of here if we want to flush this with the wall eventually. Flush this with the height of the wall, I should say. I know this has been a very boring buildy episode, folks, but sometimes that's what you gotta get, right? Sometimes you ain't got but a choice to be boring, talky, buildy guy. Because we got a horde coming tomorrow, literally 36 hours in game, like less than 36 hours in game. We got like no time. We gotta move, motor our freaking booties here and get stuff upgraded and ready for the freaking horde as fast as possible. I forgot we're gonna run out of wood though, so we're gonna have to borrow a couple of these. Oh, there's freaking nothing but traps out here outside of this wall. I mean, at least all these traps are still good. Yeah, at least all these traps out here are still good. We're gonna have to not go this way though. We're gonna have to go a different way. Like hugging the inside of that block to try to get out. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's go get more wood. Well, let's open our crafting skill mag bundle. Okay, well, assault rifle crafting skill is good. Vehicle books are good. Shoddy crafting skill. I mean, it's not that they're bad books or anything. It's just they're not great either, you know? I need to make more Molotov cocktails as well. We're gonna come home, grab wood. We're gonna check our like furnaces and stuff. They should still be burning, I would think. Should. At least that's the hope. Get this stupid ball cap mod out of here. I can't even believe that. Like, come on. Oh, the nail gun too. I don't need a freaking level 1 nail gun. Sell those next time we go visit J-Law, which will be question mark. Forges are still running at the very least. That is good news. But bad news is we're like so low on iron now, it's ridiculous. And I don't have time to go to the iron mine. So I got what, 96 of these? Can I build another 54 of them? No. Let's build what we can, I guess. Got to do what we can. And then you are our cement guy. Get making more cement. 779. Take the rest of that concrete with us. Let's grab a whole big stacker jack of wood. May as well. Auger, I believe we're going to leave behind now because I don't really necessarily think we're going to get a lot more use out of it. What else do we have in our electronics that we might need? I don't know. I got to get more stuff built, and we're going to have to assess our needs over there. Need a sham chowder. How about that? We have... How many Molotovs can I make out of this? Craft them up. Am I out? Did that use all 5,100 of that? Jeez. Oh, we're going to have to go back to the freaking desert again. I need a gyrocopter, though. Like, it's just too far to go on, like, by vehicle. It's forever away. It literally took me, like, forever to find it because it's in, like, the bottom corner of the map, and then there's, like, no main road that actually drives there. The relays we got to keep. We're probably going to need more cobblestone, too. I don't have any more on me, lamentably. Well, let's just grab another stack of that and start building, I guess. Put that in there. There we go. Yeah, we're going to need more cobblestone. Concrete we've got plenty of for now. We're going to still need our tripwires and this stuff here and this stuff here, so keep all that. And let's actually, before we do that, nope, not a stack of wood. We're going to do another 250 building blocks, and then we'll make the cobblestone rocks. Good, there we go. Concrete makers are working. Actually, let's... I got one more thing I got to do here, actually. One more thing. Actually, how we doing on... Man, I've got, like, no lead, though. That's the only crappy thing. I don't want to put stone in there, actually. I want to put something for bullets in there. Why don't we add this stack of lead? Let the rest of that iron smelt into there, and then, yeah, we're just going to add this lead into there. And what I should do is start making some bullet casings because I can make bullets for overnight. Actually, what I should also do while we're here... I don't have a lot of black powder right now. Box of armor piercing 762. I can make one box. Jesus, I need more... freaking gunpowder. It's going to use all my coal, though. How about we do 1,500? I can't use up all my coal because I need a little bit of it to make the... I just need to get to a coal mine and then solve that problem. But I mean, right now it's not going to do me any good to do that because I'm not there. So get more gunpowder made. We can get more high-powered armor-piercing 7.62 ammo ready. I wonder if they fixed the... I think in 19.5 you actually couldn't add the high-powered 9mm ammo and stuff to the turrets. I wonder if they fixed that or if that's still a thing. Take the extra water for why not. All right. Let's get back to it. Whew. Beautiful. All right. I've got a lot of stuff still unupgraded here, which is kind of not cool, but what are you gonna do? Copy shape, copy row. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, go. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right, let's get some of these interior blocks in here. Copy shape. Thank you. That should just be a normal square, right? Nice thing is a bunch of this. This is like the old floor of the old bathroom, so it's already concrete, which is nice. Less resources I got to spend. Nope. Last layer. And I want to make sure I flatten this off here and add that last block in there. Boom, 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 boom. This nonsense hanging out here. We got to get rid of that because I got to add the frickin' iron bars out here. Nope. Get back up there. Iron bars are really the last kind of thing I really need to worry about adding to this, though. Like, we need the turrets and the electrical traps and all that kind of stuff in place. That is far more important to me than anything else. So as long as we get that done, the iron bars will be a nice addition after the fact. Bye. Finish ripping this one little section out here, I guess. Because ideally what we'll do... Oh, I didn't even upgrade this to concrete. What the heck am I doing? Come on now. Yeah, what we're going to do... Ideally... is we're going to have to do advanced rotation, I'm pretty sure. Dang it, I had it. No, I had it. Just like that. And ooh, I can't put it there because that's going to be in the way of the turret. But at any rate, this is what our iron bars are going to do. It's just like this. Okay, let's worry about getting our fourth corridor in place now. So now I could stand up here and we could shoot. Nick, why are you the way you are? We can stand right up here and we can shoot through and we can hit the zombies down below because I couldn't do that before because I'm an idiot. I don't know why I built it the way I did before. I'm not a smart man, chat. Not a smart man. And we also, what we want to do also is have iron bars across like here. Protecting where I'm going to be like up top here. Like if I'm up top here shooting out at the zombies. A lot of time I'm going to be downstairs. Like I probably will not come upstairs that often, but we may start the night up here just kind of see how things are going. But we need those kind of things like that right there. And we're going to do the same thing on this side here. Just like that, just like that. Just like so, just like so, just like so. And then, of course, we're going to do the same thing over here. Although, to be fair, like, we do still have the other thing underneath this, like the little awning piece there, which is what it is. I really don't want to take that open sign out. Actually, I probably don't have to now. I can probably just take the little roof inclines out now and leave that cross beam there with the open sign on it, because I'm pretty sure that's what the open sign's anchored to, is that. Yeah, we should actually be able to take these out now. This way this thing is not here blocking my view. If that falls right now, I'm going to be so... Okay, good. It's just, that's just where the old open sign was for the grocery store. We got to keep it there. We got to keep it. I do got to chip this out of here, so let's take the time to chip this out of here, and then we will get digging the last of our little... These traps are going to frickin'... I wanted to save these and not destroy them, and I'm going to end up destroying them because I keep running into them. And then what I think I'll show you guys now is just kind of the actual absolute finished product here in just a second. Let me chip the rest of these out of here, and then we're going to upgrade everything else, including our vertical pillars there. We're going to upgrade everything else, and then we're going to lay... Oh, I don't have the traps on me. I would have to have the traps on me. We're going to put traps, like we're going to have iron traps lining the whole thing with the electrical tripwires too. The zombies are going to get slowed down. What is that anchored to? Something, who knows. Actually, probably the iron bars I've just put above it, actually. Because I'm smart. But yeah, we're going to have these iron traps lighting the whole thing too. The iron traps are going to slow them down, so they're going to take even more damage from the electrical tripwires as well. And plus, when it slows them down, that makes it so much easier for me to be able to shoot them. Makes it ludicrously easy, as a matter of fact. Copy shape, copy the rotation. Uno, dos, tres. This will be the first corridor completely ready. I wonder if I'm going to have enough steel to upgrade everything. Might have been overkill to build all the iron fences I did. I might have actually had enough, believe it or not. Still doing great in terms of all of our resources, so we're good there. And I just need to steel reinforce the bars, and we'll be done with this corridor. Completely. Although I just realized I don't really have a way out of here on that side. That's okay. boom, 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 boom. Oh, behold. One completed corridor of death. Complete with busted up traps that I've completely destroyed by stepping on them. Because I'm a genius, chat. Absolute genius. And we're going to have to get out of here the fun way. Because we ain't getting out of here any other. 28th Day Horde, I'm pretty sure, was the first time any freaking zombie of any kind had actually gone into this pit where I've got all these freaking wooden traps. I dug that thing and put all those traps in there. I'm pretty sure that was for the Day 7 Horde. Pretty sure that was the first one. Resources are still hanging in there, so we're still doing okay as far as all that goes. We got to dig that trench over there. Yeah, we got to dig our trench over there, which this one, I believe I had to come out an extra block on this side. Yes, we're going to have to do the same thing over here on the front of this, is come out an extra square block. Oh, I don't have any clay on me anymore. Well, we will eventually. I cannot afford to upgrade all these traps to iron. Please stop doing that. I'm going to upgrade as many of them as I can, like before Horde Night, but I don't think that's going to be many of them. Especially when they attack from this corridor, they're going to have to contend with all these other traps that are going to be in front of it too. But that won't be right away. So yeah, this has to be just normal blocks like this. Yeah, and then we do the, what is it? What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. And then that'll butt right up against where the other one should go.